Hi guys, it's Vesna here. Thank you so much for dropping by and welcome. If you haven't been here before, on my channel you can see lots of DIYs, thrift flips, seasonal decor DIYs, furniture flips, trash to treasures, dollar store DIYs, anything like that that has to do with DIY and home decor you will see on my channel. So if that's the kind of thing that you like, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the little notification bell so you can be notified of all of my new videos. Today's video has two Dollar Tree DIYs that I'm doing. I purchased this acorn. It's a wooden acorn from the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to be using it as a piece of decor to go with my Thanksgiving / fall decor. So what I'm going to start off with doing is just painting it with a brown acrylic paint. It's the espresso from Dollar Tree. And the top part of it I'm going to paint in this espresso color. And then I will add some jute rope in right underneath, and then I will stain it with Annie Sloan dark wax at the bottom. So really simple craft, fairly cheap to make. The only thing you might not have on hand is the wax, and you can really use you could use acrylic paint. If you just mix maybe some brown and espresso together, you would achieve the same type of color. For the top, that's what I'm doing for the little stem as well. And then I'm just adding a little bit of more black to the brown just to make it a bit darker, just because it was a little bit too orangey, this brown. But like I said, you could do this anyway, and you can make it fairly cost effective if you didn't have the wax. I happen to have the wax on hand, and I use it quite a bit in a lot of my crafts, so that's what I'm doing. The jute rope is also from the Dollar Tree, and you only need a few pieces of it. You don't need too much of it. So again, this is a super easy, super quick craft. I will hot glue to the jute rope and then stain, and that's it. After I glue the jute rope, I go ahead and I do the dark wax, and I'm just using an old rag to apply it, and then I'll use a little bit of a brush to get it in, right underneath the jute rope. What you could do is do the jute rope at the end and just have it cover all of the pieces, but I chose to do it this way. So it doesn't really matter the way you do it. I didn't mind if having to go over it with a brush. So although I like the finished product here, I decided that I wanted to add a little bit of a bow. So what I did was I just cut a few pieces of this gold ribbon that I had from a different project, and I made little loops, and because I don't really know how to make very nice bows, and then I'm just going to glue it on here in the corner just to add a little bit of decor. And that's it. This piece is nice and finished. Now this video is a part of a collab. It is the Canadian Thanksgiving collab, and it's hosted by Sandra from the Schwowin's Nest, and it's a collab between all of these Canadian YouTube creators. So it's a really fun little collaboration. And because our Thanksgiving is next week, so what we are doing is creating a Thanksgiving decor item or a DIY for our Thanksgiving. So make sure you check out Sandra and the playlist. I'll have everything linked below. It'll be an amazing collaboration. All of these ladies are super, super talented. So make sure you check out everybody and check out the videos and consider subscribing. For my next item, I have this turkey that I also got from the Dollar Tree. It's a wood turkey, and I'm going to be painting it all sorts of colors. They're fall colors, kind of Thanksgiving colors, Just colors that I thought would be really fun to add on this turkey. I will be using a green, a purple, a blue and purple mixed together, a darker blue, a black, so all sorts, and I'll show you which colors I'm using one by one after, but I'm mixing them all together, so really it's whatever you want, which colors you want, and some of these you may not be able to find because they're really old, like this purple is really old, so I'm mixing it together with black to get a little bit of a darker purple color. Then I do the same thing with the green. I mix it with a little bit of brown, and then I mix a lighter blue with a darker blue and some black just to get the shade of blue that I want. You could buy all these colors individually. I'm trying to use up everything that I have, so I'm not buying new things and then having them dry out. And I didn't have any dark green paint, so I used the chalk paint. And there's the blues that I mix together. And then I'm just freehand painting. Now I did draw with a pencil the lines that I wanted. I didn't use a ruler or anything. I didn't need this to be perfect. I wanted the colors to kind of bleed one into another. So you could totally do a ruler and even tape the lines and then color them one by one. I wanted this to look like it was a little bit more rustic. Once I painted it all the colors that I wanted, I went ahead and I used my Cricut to, you can't even see, to write out this sign that says thankful. And I used, which font did I use? I used the Better Together font. And I just used any black vinyl that I had left over that was a peel and stick vinyl so I could stick it on to the turkey. You could also cut out a stencil and paint it in, but I didn't want to do that for this project. I just wanted the vinyl on there. Now, when I got my Cricut at first, I didn't understand why you'd want to use transfer paper, but now I totally understand and I always use it. And usually I use the shelf liner, or I bought, I think I showed you guys in a previous video, I bought a whole roll of shelf liner from Amazon, but I sometimes use the clear shelf liner from the Dollar Tree if I can find it. They haven't had it for a while, so I just used my one from Amazon and I stick it on there and make sure I position it however I want. Whenever you're doing a sign with Cricut and you're doing writing, make sure you ungroup the letters so you can move them around to how you want them. Then you want to weld them together, because if you don't weld them together, they're going to be all over the place. Cricut will arrange them on the mat so it uses up the least vinyl, but you don't want that because you want the word together, unless you want to be peeling and sticking each one individually, but that's a lot of work. And there you have it. This sign is also done. So both little signs are here. I love the way they turned out. They were super quick, super inexpensive, and super easy to make. If you really like them, make sure you hit that like button. Tell me in the comments below which one you like better and how you would use them in your home decor. And make sure you check out the playlist and check out these videos I'm recommending for you at the end. Thanks for stopping by. Have an excellent day and stay safe.